YouTube, capital G here, checking out a brand new and amazing Dark Magician support card that just got revealed. This is going to be Yugi's final piece of new support coming out of the next Legendary Duelist. This is a quick play spell by the name of Faithful Servant. You got a hard once per turn on the second effect. The first effect says place one card that specifically lists the card text Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl in its text, except another copy of Faithful Servant or one Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard on top of your deck. Second effect, during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. That's a cost. Draw one card for each Palladium Oracle monster, Dark Magician, or Dark Magician Girl with different names on the field and in the graveyards. Okay, so just like all of Yugi's cards in this Legendary Duelist, this card is absolutely phenomenal. You look at the first effect, it feels like it was tailor-made for something like Dark Magic Circle. Obviously, Dark Magic Circle is kind of like the center of the Dark Magician deck. You activate it, and then you can look at the top three cards of your deck. If there's any Dark Magician or Dark Magician spells and traps, you get to add that card to your hand for free. So obviously, this gives you the ability to just stack something on top of your deck, thus you know what you'll be getting from your circle. And another thing is, you can actually add that card in different ways. I love the fact that this card is randomly a quick play because it means that if you're playing Pot of Extravagance, which you should be using in Dark Magician, you can technically activate this during the draw phase. Then you can stack, like, I don't know, a circle or a navigation, Eternal Soul, whatever you need on top of your deck, and then you will draw that card and have access to it immediately. The second effect is kind of like icing on the cake because the first effect doesn't really make you any numerical advantage by itself. It's kind of just a way of getting you a card that you probably need a little quicker. But the second effect just lets you draw cards, and I love the fact that it can be activated during the same turn that it's sent to the graveyard. Now that Dark Magician has these new cards like Magician Souls, getting Dark Magician on the field is ridiculously easy, and I feel like if you just activate Souls effects, summon your Dark Magician essentially from your deck, you could have activated this card and drawn a card during the same turn, which actually is just amazing. And if you're playing Dark Magician Girl, I think it's going to be fairly easy to get two draws out of this card because the Dark Magician Girl doesn't actually have to be on the field. It can just like be in the graveyard. Really, I don't know if I see any downsides of this card. It works with the heart of the deck in Dark Magical Circle. It works with other draw cards that Dark Magician players run, things like Extravagance or Spellbook of Knowledge. The draw effect is absolutely amazing. Even if you're not running Dark Magician Girl, this card should always draw you at least one card because if you never summon Dark Magician or don't get it in the graveyard, like, you obviously screwed up and you were going to lose that duel anyway. It's inconsequential. Honestly, I think this card is so good that cards like Illusion Magic and Dark Magic Inheritance, which I've never been like that big of a fan of that card, I kind of feel like those cards are going to be taken out of the deck. So overall, Faithful Servant is an absolutely amazing card. Not only does it give Dark Magician a little more consistency, but it works with one of the core pieces of the strategy and the archetype in Circle. And since you're always going to draw at least one card from the graveyard effect, this card will always pay for itself. It's kind of insane because if you look at the Yugi cards in the Legendary Duelist, I mean, Yugi's batting 1,000. He did not get a single bad card in this set. Like, every single one of his cards is pretty much good to excellent. So whatever you guys think of Faithful Servant or any of Yugi's cards, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.